Good evening, dear friends. Hopefully, I'm live. Let me check my. Yes, we are live, and today we will try to cover eight round of chess Olympiad, open and woman section with some big updates. Yes, because Gukesh is already, I think for this for liches I should move it to this side. Hopefully it's fine. So facing, India is playing Iran. Armenia is playing Hungary. What other matches are we having? We are having Uzbekistan, Serbia, France, US, Romania, China, and seems like England is not playing today also. And then Norway, Vietnam, and Netherlands, Georgia. So let's start with the top match. Hara Masudlu on board one faces Gukesh and c5 and knight f6, knight c6 takes bishop c5, and here d4 is the move, short castle, bishop g5 is one of the moves, rook e1, h6, bishop f4, bishop e6, knight bc5, bishop d5, knight b6, a takes b, knight b7, and some very concrete stuff. Was this fine? It will take too much time to figure out. So bishop here, this, knight c5, bishop d5, knight takes b6, a takes b, takes this, e4 takes, f takes c, rook e3, knight b4, knight d6 takes, rook a8, and now Parham is in huge trouble because he should find rook f3 move, which is not easy at all. But even after rook f3, position is unpleasant. Prague is playing Taba, and Catalan, bishop f4, queen c1, h6, knight d5, knight d7, queen e8, f5. Yes, somehow I like Amin's position because he is much ahead on clock and shouldn't be much worse for him. Yes, black is already fine. Like knight d5, maybe would have been stronger. So this, knight goes d7, rook d1, queen e8, f5, knight f6, rook d8, knight d5. Whoa. Yes, just to be sure. Yes, Arjun doesn't have problems, and we see Vidit is playing Idani, and neither bishop c4, bishop e3. Idani goes bishop b7, knight c6, knight a5, knight b3, bishop e7. I guess white should be slightly better. White is much better. Yes, here somehow b5 and bishop e7. Bishop, this is not very strong. Wow, he could go before knight takes e4. And he could take, but yes, Idani is in some small trouble. So far, India does stand better because Vidit is being zero point 0.8 better, having much being ahead on clock. Uh, Arjun is also fine. Uh, Mukesh is also fine. Only maybe Prag doesn't do, uh, let's say, enough good. Probably Amin has more preferable position, and especially he's ahead on clock. And what are we having? We are having rapport against Haikmar. We see this rook e1, knight g4, knight f6, h3, takes, rook e1, bishop e6. Some very interesting chess. Yes, some very interesting chess. Let's also see. Yes, maybe white is slightly better. Shant with the white pieces against better Leko. Shant chose e4, rook e8, and we know this a6. Takes, knight b3, queen d5, c4, queen d6, takes. So this is all well known. H3, and it seems like Shant didn't know this line. Queen d6, bishop f5, bishop e3, queen b4. Better went. Queen d6, rook a d1, c5, knight h4, bishop g6, queen d2. Yes, around equal position, but Shant is being ahead on clock. Yes, Sugirov is playing Gabriel Sargsyan. a4, bishop d7, knight c3, knight d2, knight g3, takes c3, e4. Yes, engine likes more Yes, I did not qualify to Armenian national team. My rating only couple of points, uh, rating points was lower than um, compared to other members of our national team. Yes, here we takes c4, and also I did not win our national championship. So takes a5, bishop e3, queen d7, rook fd1, queen b7. Yes, I guess white is being slightly better, 0.5. And we see here Robert Ovanesyan is playing Benjamin Gledura. Let's see what is happening. All this we know. A6, which is something new. Bishop d7 is another move. So takes short castle e5, queen a4, queen c7, c4, bishop d7, knight c3, knight e7. Yes, Robert could go queen c2, rook ac1 maybe. This takes rook ac1, bishop goes back, knight d5, knight b6, knight c4, and I don't like this much for Robert. Engine evaluates 0 minus 0.4, but Benjamin doesn't have uh, much time. Maybe practically it has more sense. Let's move to other boards, other matches. So here we see some very complicated position, and Noderbek Abdus position. Yes, a4 is the one of the strongest moves. Yes, g takes h would have been better. Yes, this is very hard to. I guess Alexander Predke is in huge trouble. We see that Nodirbek Yakuboev is being much better. Again, Najdorf and bishop g7, queen d2, knight c6, knight b3, bishop e6, h4. Yes. Sindarov against Indic. Indic against Sindarov. Black is doing fine so far. Wow. E4. Yes. And we see Wahidov against Ivic. I guess another Najdorf. Oh, bishop g7. Yes, Nodirbek Abdusattorov is being better. Nodirbek Yakuboev is also being better. Sindarov doesn't have problems, and Ohidov is also being better. Yes, Fabi doesn't have anything. Yes, Etienne didn't really want to play. I think he is going slowly to lose. Dominguez is having white pieces against Marc Andrea Maurizi. Black is fine. Mark and Levon Aronian is being already completely winning, and he goes against France. He plays French. So Maxim didn't see that f6 is coming, or what? So US, Fabi doesn't have much. Wesley doesn't have any problems, but most likely game will end in a draw. And Dominguez with the white pieces is having very safe position. Maybe he will try, but I don't think game. I guess game will end in a draw. And Levon is being winning. So he played very sharp, but it can work. Yes, I think family members are they turned some music on, and I hope YouTube will not punish us for this. Let's go to see Vey is playing white pieces against Deak Bogdan, and yes, very complicated Italian. Yu Yangi is having black pieces against Kirill Shevchenko. Yu Yangi is fine. I guess this is another Italian. Buxiange is playing Lupulescu. So far, Lupulescu is fine. And Parligras is having white pieces against Mircea Emilian. Magnus is playing with the black pieces against Lequanc, and seems like Magnus is already much better. Why didn't Magnus play rook e3 in this position? Of course, Lequanc saw it. Nguyen is already better against Christiansen. Letuan Min is better. And here I like Orkedal's position. Oh, is it that someone is winning or losing? Wow, 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 wow. What has happened? Jordan is losing. So far, 94, e4 not the strongest. So far it is fine. Jordan is doing great. He is doing just nice. Yeah, just knight f4. Jordan started blundering yesterday also. I just don't have words. I just don't have words because this is being completely lost for Jordan. He was having such a great tournament, and now this is just lost because the best engine is showing is to go queen d4, bishop e5 takes, rook takes. But why not bishop takes d6? Queen d6, queen d4, I guess queen d6. And Luka Pachadze is fine, and Jobava is being in huge trouble. We see that some knight d5 and yes, rook d6, bishop d6, queen d6. Maybe Haram did not really mind to get this position. We see Prague is also fine. Arjun is already much better. And Idani is in India is doing even like is fine with the black pieces. And is slightly better. Oderbek is close to like Alexander doesn't have much time. And we see that Alexei Sarana is also doing great. Okay, let's see how players are. So we see in women's section top board, Kashlinskaya is playing Durnavalli, white is being slightly better. We see that Vaishali is already much better. Uh, Maltsevskaya, Divya around equal position. We see that Van is also fine, but somehow I see some problems for her. Yulia Osmak is fine with the black pieces. Anna Ushenina is doing better. Papetra ended her game in a draw. And we see that here also white doesn't have much. We see that Bibisara Asaubaeva is better against Cornet de Mante. Merwert Kamalidenova is in some trouble against Millet Sophie. We see that Gishar Pauline is winning against Nurmanalova. And we see that Mina Kayrbekova is in some small trouble. Zagnidze Stefanova, black is in some trouble. Salimova, Javahishvili, white is slightly better. Batsiashvili, Radeva, white is much better. And Bela Hotenashvili as well does very. We see that Yip Karisa doesn't have problems against Hamadova. We see Crush Yakuboeva. Yakuboeva is completely lost. She's going to lose some material. The Alice also does much better. And here we see that Anna Zatonskir doesn't have anything. Let's also see for our team, we see Lilith Makachan is being winning. We see Mariam Makarchan is in some trouble. Elena Danielian is in some trouble. Anna Sargisian is being much better. So maybe like Anna is much better. She has all the chances to win. Elena is slightly unpleasant, but she has all the chances to make a draw. Mariam is in some trouble, but I don't think she is that bad with pair of bishops. And Lilith is close to winning. I guess bishop d4, yes, of course. Bishop d4, white is having extra pawn, better position. So far, hopefully. Okay, let's to section, and we don't have any games finished yet. And yes, rook d6. Yes, please be active in our live chat. Rook d3, I guess. Nicolas Nicolas Kacharava is completely winning. And she's being better. What is Magnus doing? Because Magnus is. Do I have this? This move was possible, and Magnus. This move was possible, and Magnus. This is just lost. I should go back. Slowly Magnus is getting his chances. This is no doubt better for Vietnam. This is slightly preferable for white. And here, this is complicated. This is very complicated. A3. I know that black doesn't have access to C8 square or C file, but anyway. Will black find A3 or A3 and black is in 8xb? Of course, white wants to go A3, but A3 comes. Here still he's taking his time. I mean, is oh, Arjun is winning. Arjun is completely winning. Yes, and India is winning. Yes, hike is maybe tiny unpleasant. Shant is tiny better. Uh, yes, Gabriel doesn't have problems. I guess more or less he equalized. And we see that Robert went knight. Uh, Bishop a5 was showing, but knight a5 also interesting option. And here c5 was possible, and if queen c5, I guess to take c4. So d takes c, and Robert should take queen e4. I think yes. So more or less, like all boards are around equal. I like the way Noderbeck plays. Yes, quick, strong, confident. This is about Noderbeck Abdusatorov. He is playing very strong, very decent player. And after losing to Gukesh, Predke won a couple of games in a row. And many of them with the black pieces, especially against Supi, against Enriquez, Cristobal, 2600 players. And now you can see that he's in trouble. I don't like Alexei's position. This is probably not much for black, but anyway. Yes, Fabi doesn't have much, but yes, I guess MVL being ahead on clock. And like from this, how did Etienne manage to get this? Yes. Anyway, it's a draw, but yes, game very soon will end in a draw, and yes, Levon is winning. Very big step forward for US. Efforts of Levon Arunian can help us a lot since at the moment I don't see anyone else having anything, simply just even playable position. Yes, maybe not the strongest, but you don't care much. So Levon is being completely winning, and this game I assume very soon will end in a draw. Maybe white is tiny better, but a couple of precise moves, and Maurizi Mark Andrea has a lot of time. This game, America US doesn't have problems, and here, I guess, whenever he can go for a draw. Yeah, so far US is doing great. We see like Messi position in Wei Deak. We see Yu Yang is slightly preferable, but not much. Lupulescu doesn't have problems, and Wang Yue as well. Magnus is already winning. Oh, Queen C8 has been played. Queen C8 has been played, and of course, Le blunders Queen D4. That, or maybe he doesn't. No, I guess he doesn't, but no. He simply he doesn't blunder anything, but the evaluation is surprisingly. I can say that usually Le Quang Lien plays much uh, safer, and especially against such a monster like Magnus. Yes, giving chances to Magnus. Knight e8. Takes, knight comes to d6. Bishop d6. Trading, knight comes to f6, and the other knight here. Just stopping g4, I guess. It will be almost impossible for white to reroute the knight to e5. This position is not that bad, I should say. Knight f4, knight h5, knight f4 back. Yes, a3. Round 1 min goes a3. Anish is being better, of course. Jordan can resign. He's simply pissed down. Luka Pachadze is getting something. Maybe not much. And Jobava is in some trouble. But I think he can still. Vincent Keimer is playing Ante Brgic. White is tiny better. And we see that Matthias Blubaum as well. So here, Sasha Martinovic against Dmitry Kolars. Yes, black is fine. We see Leon Levaich lost the Y. It was very classical King's Indian. Yes, very good game by yes, very good game by Matthias Blubaum and Rasmus Svane is also fine. Frederick Svane, I apologize. We see that Jean-Sarkisian Petr Leko game has ended in a draw. We see that Rapport Martirosyan they are still playing. We see that yes, most likely very soon Sanan Sugirov Gabriel Sarkisian game will end in a draw, and Robert took was played and Queen C8. Yes, interesting endgame, quite complicated. Yes, all the game. King G7, King G6. 11 probably. No, his opponent is taking. But something is probably wrong. You know, either Gukesh got draw offer and he's still choosing between accepting or playing. Either, but because he's just burning his time. And Amin is already better, of course. Amin can win this game, and I think he will win. So Arjun is winning, of course, already. Amin has all the chances to win because, with a huge respect to Prague, but I don't like. First of all, evaluation is already close to -1. Another 14 moves to play, and Prague is having only 14 minutes. Yes. And yes. No, anyway, even if Prague loses, then they are standing great. And Jordan Van Forest lost. I can imagine. I can imagine. Like he simply outplayed. He got 1.4. Many players, including very strong Spanish GM Anton David, couldn't pose any single problem against Nicolosi Cacciarava. And here we see that Jordan from the opening got he is having 1 hour 2 minutes. Nicolos is having 16 minutes. Position is just very unpleasant for Nicolosi. And here, why do you? And it is so obvious that E5 cannot be because you open up this A8 H1. Yes, I can imagine his situation. He was having great tournament before this, and still it's not like very bad. But like, what has he done? And I think if Benjamin Bog doesn't win, another painful story is being that Max Vermeerdam, from the start of the year, if we don't consider Tata Steel, Veikanze, where he doesn't didn't have great tournament, despite he was getting very good positions. He was increasing. He was winning many tournaments, many games, many. Uh, he gained I don't know, maybe 50 yellow points and close to chess Olympiad. He already lost 2 games in a row. I imagine he lost against Livajic. He lost against Indic. Yes, unfortunately. We see that Ivanchuk is playing Peralta. Ivanchuk is better, much better. We see Ruslan Ponomaryov is playing Chris Alejandro. Ruslan doesn't have anything. Yes, game most likely will end in a draw. Gorobov is fine with the black pieces against Flores. And yes, Volodymyr Onishuk is better against Sosa. Santos Latasa doesn't have anything. Alan Pichot is better. Vallejo is being fine. And we see that Anton David is in some trouble. Shakhriyar Mamedyarov doesn't have anything. Mamedov Rao is being better. Abbasov Nijat is kind of fine. He doesn't have problems, but for not. And here we see that Vokaturov Suleimanli will end in a draw. We see that is in some trouble. We see that McShane doesn't have anything. Adams is winning against Kazakowski. And David Howell is better than Titas Stremavicius. Before I like the way David is playing this game. No, no, something. Oh, no, he was taking. He was really spending his time, and eventually he went knight g4. He didn't like rook takes d6. Whoa. Ah. Rook c4, bit x, queen e5, queen b7, queen a5, queen c8, king h7, and some move with the rook. Oh, anyway, like, I don't think going here rook c4 is very easy. Because rook takes, queen takes e5, queen takes a5, and black is being pawned up. Yes, Arjun is it's a matter of time. Arjun will win. Reddit also will win. Though maybe some but a takes b. Oh, Reddit is good. Yes, and now seems like what did they in this position evaluation is being close to 0.8 for a report, and he had very beautiful move g4, like yes, very beautiful move actually. I don't think it's easy decision to make. So Robert goes can understand, and he of course wants to. Maybe his point was to go somewhere b5 and attack on e7. Yes, I guess should be round equal. And this is very important. And what has queen g4 was possible to go, queen e6. And we see that, yes, I guess Robert will play bishop a5. Not really sure why queen g4 hasn't been played, but queen e6, yes, bishop a5, I guess. Yes. So all four boards are I mean, all three boards in Armenia against Hungary are around equal. Maybe one player is having zero point 0.1 or zero point 0.2, the other is having minus. So, but it's very close to equality. It all depends. Yes, I apologize. I forgot to check my. Hello, hello to everyone. Please be active in our chat. Leave your comments and yes, I should say that Emil Sutovsky and Ashod Nadanyan are celebrating their birthdays today. But I don't like what Gukesh has done um, because he has to make 15 more, yes, with 8 minutes. And now 95 queen d5, queen d5, rook d5, knight c4. But I guess I can also play knight c4 directly. Yes, and Prague goes. That's why he's having 2750. He goes rook c4. d1, what is this? Hard to say what. Yes, b5, knight a5, bishop d3, queen f6, rook e6, queen takes h4. Yes, this is. I think this game can be very decisive. Nodirbek Abdusatorov, how is he doing? He is much, much better, minus 0.8. and opponent doesn't have time. And we see that slowly Alexei Sarana is getting back into the game, and Indic also doesn't have problems. We see that Vohidov is, of course, being better. It's not much, but anyway. And Fabi is slowly getting some age, but it's not much. Levon has won his game. This will end in a draw, and yes, they are fighting, but this I don't like at all. This I don't like at all. But I guess anyway, position is very drawish. Yes, dear viewers, let me just have a short break, and I will come back very soon.
Сейчас в Ереване плюс 19. В ближайшие 2 часа дождь не прекратится. Ночью будет плюс 16. Спасибо. Обожаю это слово. Повторите его еще раз, пожалуйста.
Yes, I'm back, dear friends. I apologize for some break. Yes, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's cross, and we see Robert Martyrus. We see Martyrosian Robert Martyrosian game also ended in a draw. Seems like Richard didn't see, or really hard to explain why 27 plus player goes d4 and after he takes d5. Yes, but anyway, uh, some small step forward because I don't think Hike had a better position. I don't say Hike had doesn't, but of course Rapport was ahead on clock and position was slightly preferable. Yes, this game very soon will end in a draw. It's a matter of time, and all depends this position. All depends. Whoa, very complicated, very complicated game. Yes, what should Robert do? Should he try to go all in, or he should try to play according to the position, or he should just try to uh, pose some mm, I guess anyway, doesn't matter the circumstances much. You should just play your best chess, and whatever move you see the strongest, you should play it. Because definitely this position is much easier to play for white, but if you kind of delay and you only if black gets if black manages to consolidate the position, then black can be, uh, for example, our engine already shows some queen d6. Um, yes, very hard. Yes, very complicated position. I don't know what will happen. And Magnus, oh, Magnus is being completely winning. Magnus is being completely winning. Yes, against such a solid, such a classy player like Wang Lian. Yes, probably Johann Sebastian Christiansen doesn't have much problems, but he is very low on clock, only 2.5 minutes, which is not a good sign. And Benjamin is doing very well, not only having +2, also he is much ahead on clock. Yeah, rook a6, but you simply stop some bishop g5, but you aren't threatening anything. Mm. Do we have any results? We don't have them. We see that Chitko Ivan is position is very drawish, but why he burned so much time? Was it some? Yes, and slowly David Navarra got better position. Some small, yes, not the strongest, but players are making some mistakes. And yes, it's round equal. So Mr. Ivanchuk is being much, much better. Rustam Panomarev, I guess, game will end in a draw very soon. Anton Korobov doesn't have anything, and yes, Volodymyr Onishuk is winning. Santos Latasa is being much better already. Alan Pichot is being great. Tone is in some trouble. I don't like his position, and Mr. Shirov is not playing. So what are we having here? Brunello Sabino is doing fine. Mamedov Rauf is doing fine. Uh, Abbasov is slightly preferable. And Vocaturo is around equal position again. Jones's game will end in a draw, most likely. Thomas Laurusas doesn't have much problems. Adams is being close to winning. And David Howell didn't play well somewhere, and his huge advantage slipped. And Swane Frederick is completely winning. Sasha Martinovic is having some problems, and Bergic doesn't have. Yes, he's very low on clock. Yes, and this is fine. Vangue, Parligras, Vangue game ended in a draw. What are we? This is very complicated. Yes, all three games ended in a draw, and here, uh, yes, three games ended in a draw. Robert had he was ahead on clock, but now we see that they are almost having the same time. And yes, Robert decided to really go all in. Maybe he simply didn't see anything better, but position is very complicated. It shows minus 0.8, but queen e6 has been played. And we see that Indic Sindarov game ended in a draw, but they still played some moves. Ivic is Ivic is being in some small trouble, but I guess this is possible to hold. Uh, Yakuboyev, Noderbek is better, and of course, this probably somewhere somehow Noderbek Abdusatorov will win. Let's check women's section. And let's see, what are we having? Ah, so Kashlinskaya Harika, white is slightly better. Vaishali doesn't have anything. Divya is in some trouble. Vantika, Poland has some chances. Kashlinskaya is slightly better, and she is also ahead on clock. We see that Sochko as well. She doesn't have problems, but she's also ahead. We'll see that Maltsevskaya is being slightly better. And here we see that, yes, it is probably around equal. Somehow I like Blake, but I know how strong Vantika plays. Mm, it is hard to say. Okay, let's continue checking. Yulia Osmak is slightly preferable. This one Ocean is close to winning. This game ended, and this is better for Yevgenia Doluhanova. BBC Baeva is being much, much better. Meruert Kamalidenova is also being better, very, very slightly. Alua Nurman is in trouble, and Kayrbekova Amina is close to lost. This is slightly better for Nana Zagnidze. This is uh, Leila doesn't have problems. Nino Batsiashvili is slightly better. This is Bella Khutenashvili is in some trouble. Earlier she was better. Yip Karisa doesn't have problems. Irina Crash has won against Nilufar Yakuboeva. We see that Lee Alice is much better because of bishop on h2. We see that Zatonsky doesn't have much. Wagner Zinara is having slightly unpleasant position. Elizabeth Petz is winning. Anna Marie Kleck is in trouble. And we see that Schultz, Lara, Anna, Maya, Kazarian position is around equal. Lilith Makarchan is being completely winning, and hopefully she can win. Mariam Makarchan is having some problems, but it's not much. Like I even don't understand why. If you somehow manage to trade light squared bishops, then maybe, but Elena Danilian doesn't have much problems. And we see that Anna Sargsyan is completely winning. Armenian women's team um, has all the chances to win today because Lilith Makarchan is completely winning and Anna Sargsyan as well. They, like, no doubts, it's a matter of time when their opponents will resign. And all what we need, one of them, Mariam Makarchan or Elina Danilian, to end their games in a draw, which is very much possible. And Anna maybe is already mating. Wow, rookie, yes. Anna doesn't spend even seconds. Jujiner is playing and Jujiner is winning. We see this position, white is winning. Nishikun is also winning. And it seems like China is going to win 4-0. Let's move to uh, and this I don't like much for Gukesh. This I don't like much for Gukesh. Why didn't he take on d6? Yes, I mean, it's not even better. Arjun will win. It's a matter of time, and with it as well, he will also win. So India does stand perfectly well. Yes, Armenia is playing against Hungary. Only one board left. Robert Ovanesyan with the white pieces faces Benjamin Gledura. Uzbek quite well against Serbia. Three boards left, and in all three, luck is much better. Yes, Etienne managed to make a draw, and we still see that. Yes, some problems, but I guess this is also very safe match uh, for US. Yes, we see that only one game ended in a draw in China Romania match. What is happening here? It's just so complicated. You don't even know how to evaluate. Like white is being pawned up, but white is having bishop on h2. So not only that bishop doesn't do anything, also along h and g file, black can create maybe some attack. Black's king is also very exposed, like very, very hard to evaluate. And seems like Yu Yangi doesn't have problems. And very tiny better for Buxianji. Magnus will win. Christiansen most likely will save this position. Tari is in trouble. And Urkedal, it's playable. Anish is slowly getting better and better. Yes, and Germany is very safe, so 2-0. Yes, two games ended in a draw in Ukraine, Argentina, and I guess they are really counting on these games. How can we move to? Wow, Zilka lost, and Nguyen is much better. Bologan is also doing fine, doing great. Maxim Rothstein is around equal. Ido Gorstein is lost. Tamir Nabati is fine, and Smirnilya is winning. Yilmaz has lost, and wow, wow, dear friends. So Yilmaz has lost. Gurel Petrov and Gurel won. Like this guy plays so good.
Включай реальную продукцию. Осторожно, детям лучше этого не слышать.
Again, I'm having many questions too. Like Mustafa was much better against Magnus, and eventually Magnus saved the game. But like he already lost 4 games. Before Magnus, he lost 2 games, and then he lost against Canada and lost today against. Yes, Arjun has won. Gukesh is also winning. Okay, but what is this? And you blunder rook d1. So easily, like very, very easily, this match can end in a uh, 3.5 half. Like what is happening here? B4, b5. Robert is in huge trouble. Noderbeck is being -2. Most likely Alexei will. And all depends very much. All depends here, where let's say Noderbeck is much better, but Dominguez is still playing. Fabi, Fabi is being better, but and Yu Yangyi is winning. So China is very safe, I guess. Yu Yangyi is better. Oh, I mean they aren't very safe. Magnus is winning here. Tari is in huge trouble. You know, position is very complicated. Adams is completely winning. Yes, Queen F1, Rook D2, and Param can resign. And Queen F1 has been played. What if king f4, knight h5? But I'm not sure about knight h5. He really wants to play queen g2? The rook d2 was so easy. Benjamin Buck is much better, close to winning and completely winning. Yes, there's like no doubts he will win. I should say that Benjamin didn't play maybe, I don't know, maybe 3, 4 days. And against such a tricky player like Bahadur, he played and seems he's going to win. And this can be very important game. Erwin is rook f2, bishop d3, rook b8. Yes, white doesn't have problems, only better, but probably game will end in a draw. Anish is being better. So still, uh, Netherlands has chances to even win the match, but it will be, and Magnus wins. Magnus wins. Like simply no words to. I'm more than impressed. I don't know. Is there any other words? Let's say Nodirbek Abdusattorov and Magnus Carlsen, with a huge respect to other teams and all the players, but as a leader, Magnus and Nodirbek, they are just, of course, Gukesh as well, like no doubts. But this is how really strong chess players are playing. And Anton David, unfortunately, is in huge trouble. See what is Gukesh has won, Arjun has won, and they already won the match, and with it will win, of course. 3.5 against Iran. Yes, Nguyen is winning. Zilka lost. Pologan is winning. Smiren has won. No, but I wanted to check this. I wanted to check women's. We see that Alina Kashlinskaya is slowly getting better and better, and now she's like, and Vaishali is. What is happening? Ah, but some good news also. So Kashlinskaya is winning. Sochko is also winning. Divya is also winning. So now match stands 2.5, 1.5. So this is, yes, Vandika is having around equal position. Yulia Osmak is in trouble, and Anna Ushenina is slightly better. Meruet Kamalidenova lost? Wait, how? How did she? Yes, this is known. Knight of the bishop d3 even knight f3 is. Oh, king h8, knight c7, rook f8. So king f8, knight c7, rook is trapped. And slowly, Norman Alwa equalized, and Amina Kayarbekova is in trouble. So seems like Bibisara will win, Merwert lost, and another bad position. Stefanova most likely draw. Salimova is in trouble. Batsiashvili is better. And here Yip Karisa doesn't have problems. Irina Krush has won. We see that Zatonsky ended in a draw and Lee Alice is winning. Wagner Peng game ended in a draw. Pets Elizabeth won. Like Anna Marie, she was completely winning. How? She was so winning. -3. It was -3. If Hanna Marie doesn't win, uh, we see that Lara Schultz, she's lost. Lilith Makarchan has won, Anna Sargsyan has won, and yes, here of course Marianne will achieve a draw, or Elena. Yes, one of them will definitely achieve a draw. And yes, we see that China has won 4-0, and hopefully, yes. So no doubts that one of them or even both of them will achieve a draw. I'm not even sure that why Mariam is in trouble. I guess if someone is better, then probably Black. Yes, India has won 3.5, and still game goes on. What are we having? Robert doesn't do well. Red game is lost, and maybe he has. But anyway, Uzbekistan is standing very good. They are having two much better positions. Maybe this is drawish, but the other one is very much playable and winning for Nodirbek Abdusattorov. Fabi is complicated, but most likely game will end in a draw. Dominguez is better. What are we having? Book Xianji is. Who will try? Who will try this? Yu Yang is better, and Wei is again complicated. Magnus won, Let One Min won. Vietnam can won this match. Wow, 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 what has happened? It was, when you are having only 4 minutes and it's move number 39. And of course, I'm sure if Erwin would have a little bit more time, he would probably realize that rook opponent game is lost and he would play bishop d3 and most likely would save the game. But he is threatening king f3 and c3. I guess you should take and b4. Yes, all depends on this game. If Anish manages to win, yes, I'm just maybe I'm too tired. But like Vincent Keimer is playing, like very top player. Position is +4. Opponent doesn't have time. You are having 10 minutes. So, and position is +4. Jotit says f3, 4. Okay, takes. Dmitry Kolars is being slightly preferable. Adam says 1. McShane ended in a draw. Jones is still playing, but I guess the game will end in a draw. And David Howell doesn't have anything. But he's the better side, of course. Suleimanli, Vocaturo, draw, Lodici. is in some trouble. Mamedov is in some trouble. And Brunello is in some pressure. Anton has lost. Anton has lost. And now Alan Pichot is winning. And Santos Latasa is also winning. Ivanchuk is winning. And here White is also winning.
One of them, we are now going.
Thank you very much, dear friends, dear viewers, for your attention, for your time. Please be very active in our chat. Yes, let's wish the best to the teams and to their captains. Thank you very much, and hopefully we can see each other upcoming days. Thank you very much.